Imagine living in a place where no hospitals, no ambulances, and no doctors are within hundreds of miles. This is not a movie scene or a survival game. This is real life for millions of people across the world. From frozen mountain villages to dense rainforests and endless deserts, people survive every day in isolated regions where medical help is a distant dream. Their lives depend not on technology, but on knowledge, preparation, and community support. In such places, a simple injury can turn into a life-threatening emergency. A cut, a fever, or a broken bone must be treated using traditional medicine, local herbs, and home remedies passed down through generations. Elders often act as unofficial healers, using experience instead of modern tools. Survival here means understanding the human body deeply, recognizing early warning signs, and acting fast before conditions become fatal. One of the biggest challenges in these regions is dealing with medical emergencies alone. When accidents happen, there is no instant help. People rely on self-first aid, handmade bandages, and improvised splints. Knowledge of basic medical skills like stopping bleeding, treating infections, and managing pain becomes essential. Children are taught survival lessons from a young age because every person matters when help is far away. Pregnancy and childbirth are among the most dangerous situations in areas with no medical facilities. Women give birth at home, assisted by experienced midwives who use instinct, tradition, and courage. Without surgical tools or sterile environments, the risk is extremely high. Yet, these communities continue to survive through strong traditions, courage, and collective responsibility. In isolated regions, prevention is more important than treatment. People focus heavily on hygiene, clean water, and natural diets to avoid illness. They know that getting sick could mean days of suffering or worse. Drinking untreated water, eating spoiled food, or ignoring minor symptoms can be deadly. That's why daily life revolves around prevention strategies rather than cures. Transportation is another major obstacle. Reaching the nearest hospital might require days of travel through dangerous terrain like mountains, jungles, or frozen plains. Sometimes people carry injured family members on wooden stretchers for miles. In extreme cases, bad weather or blocked paths make rescue impossible. This harsh reality forces people to become mentally strong and emotionally prepared for loss. Despite the dangers, life in these regions builds a deep sense of community bonding. Neighbors depend on each other for survival. Everyone contributes, gathering food, sharing medicine, and watching over the sick. There is no room for selfishness because survival depends on unity and trust. This human connection often becomes stronger than anything found in modern cities. Modern technology is slowly reaching some isolated areas through solar power, satellite phones, and basic medical kits, but access remains limited. Even when help is available, it may come too late. That's why people still rely heavily on survival instincts and local wisdom. They don't wait for help, they become their own solution. Living without hospitals teaches one powerful lesson: human resilience has no limits. When comfort disappears, strength emerges. These communities show us that survival is not only about medicine or machines, it's about knowledge, discipline, and adaptation. They remind us how fragile life is and how strong humans can be when faced with isolation. In a world where we take hospitals and doctors for granted, these stories force us to rethink our dependence on modern systems. Surviving without medical support is not easy, but it proves one thing clearly: when humans are pushed to the edge, they don't give up, they adapt, endure, and survive.